Hello everyone, welcome to the stream, welcome to another day in Azeroth. Hope everybody is doing fantastic this Tuesday. Thank you all very much for joining me. Tanita, Wayne, David, Carrie, Gerald, Claudio, Mr. Blaster, Tauren, Ilpo, Mendy, Patrick, Mr. Santa. Welcome everybody. We are playing some Classic Era today. Touching base with our Shaman. It's been a long time. Many weeks have passed. Many mop characters and retail characters have been created. Some have fallen, some have risen, and now we're back. Our inventory is completely full, obviously, and we have 80 gold on this character. For equipment, we have a decent level 28 axe. We got some greens. We actually have a couple of decent rings. That's really nice. We got the Seal of Sylvanas and Agamagon's Clutch. Got some good boots. Harbinger's boots. Xalotath's gonna want those back soon. We got Ferine leggings. That's pretty good. That's strength gear. Yeah, our gear is pretty decent. We've done a couple of the dungeon runs on this character, so... today, I think we're going to head into Desolace. I think that's what we're doing. Let's see. We got some level 33 stuff. 38, 33. The Corruptor. I am not familiar with that one. And then we have the Centaur quest. Maybe we can just do some Centaur grinding to start things off and just see how that goes. If we align with the Gelkis, then we can just fight the Magrum. We also have a small hub out there that I always forget about, because the Alliance doesn't really have... well, they do have one, I guess, up here. We have a breadcrumb to Stranglethorn and a couple of higher level quests. Alright, let's just go work on the Centaur quest for a bit. Risen from the dead, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here today. Kilo, good evening to you. Welcome. Or, guys, do you think it'd be better to go to Stranglethorn? At level 32, would it be better to go to Stranglethorn? Maybe. Maybe. Yes. I think it would be better to go to Stranglethorn, do the first couple rounds of the hunting quest. If we came here at level 34, we would be able to do more. If we go to Desolace now, all I can really do is the Centaur stuff. So let's fight a Ratchet. Sorry guys. False start. Here we go. Let's start it up again and go. Okay, let's head to Ratchet. And we'll get on a boat to Booty Bay. Maybe we'll even squeeze in a little fishing. Yeah, I think the primary thing for me is that the intro quest and Stranglethorn are level 30 and 31. We're only level 32. This is kind of early for me to go to Stranglethorn, to be honest, but I don't really know where else we could quest. We had finished everything in the Shimmering Flats. And I usually do Shimmering Flats, and then I typically go from there to Stranglethorn. And then, you know, we will have Desolace stuff to do. Trying to think of anywhere else. We might have some more things in Hillsbrad. We have Soothing Turtle Bisque. There's a couple of quests we can pick up by the Defias or the Syndicate, whoever they are. So yeah, maybe... Oh, we have this level 30 quest. We're definitely going to be headed back to Hillsbrad. But I think it would be okay to do the first round of questing in Stranglethorn first. So, let's do that. Professions. Oh, we are capped out on first aid. We are 130 cooking, 133 fishing. So apparently we have been fishing quite a bit. First aid. I think we have to get a book for first aid, which we should probably do soon. Skinning is capped out at 225, which is actually okay for right now. I'm not sure where we have to go to train this any higher. Trying to get 3 cast off here before the boat leaves is pretty ambitious. Can we pull it off? We can. Can we get 4 cast in? Oh, no, probably not. Almost. I misclicked. We were close to getting 4 casts in. There will probably be some good fishing opportunities in Stranglethorn. Lots of schools of fish, tide pools we could fish from. It looks like we were cooking bristle whisker catfish as our primary means of leveling up our cooking. And I'm pretty sure maybe those were coming out of tide pools. I'm not really sure where we were getting these from. It's been a few weeks. Things I have to remember a rock biter weapon, which is only up for 5 minutes at a time. And I think that's it. We have totems, obviously, I can lay down if I feel that it's necessary. And besides that, it's like, you know, lightning bolt, auto attack, shock. Should be pretty easy to get back into the swing of things. Oh, I forgot that we also have Gromgol Base Camp. It's been a while since I've taken a Horde character through Stranglethorn. This is the first one in a while. Because yeah, I completely forgot about Gromgol. Gromgol has higher level quests. So we're gonna run north anyway. I wonder if it's even worth it to run north, or if it's faster to like take the boat back, fly to Org, and get on the Zeppelin. I really wonder. Oh, I can't even use Ghost Wolf here.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
I am locked out of Ghost Wolf. If I can grab the flight point and get back to the boat before it leaves, then I think it would be faster to take the boat back to Ratchet, fly to Org, and take the Zeppelin to Gromgol, then it would be just to run from here to Gromgol with Spirit Wolf. If I miss the boat, then I'm not gonna wait for another boat. We'll just do the run. But let's see if I can grab the flight point and get back to the boat before it leaves. I would say we probably don't quite have enough time, but maybe it'll be close. We caught a world buff.
What do you need?
Very lucky. Okay, we can't afford any mistakes here. Here we go. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, we didn't have anywhere near enough time. I thought it was going to stay in dock for a lot longer than it did. Alright, we're making the run. Now we have a world buff, which is great. Oh, look at that. Movement speed increased by 10%. That's nice. We ran by a turn-in? Oh, man. You know what? Yeah, I need something else here, too. Now that I've already missed the boat, give me a second. There's a Crocolisk quest that's like level 31 that I need to grab. I don't know what the turn-in is. The turn-in, I think, is just a breadcrumb. It's a high level anyway. But yeah, I thought there would be a quest to pick up. Maybe it's up here. You are a quest, but you're not the quest I'm looking for. Quest I'm looking for is somewhere else. Magnify. Right here, supply and demand. Here he is.
Yo, have a good one.
Alright, now we can get out of here. I'll worry about the breadcrumb turn-in thingy later. Is there not like a shortcut? No, there's no shortcut. There's a scenic route. And that's the route that we just took. But there's no shortcut. Oh, I have water walking. No, let's not waste it. The skinning trainers here in Booty Bay. Oh. Yeah, we're capped out, aren't we? Okay. I'm tracking skinning. But I'm not seeing it on my minimap. Where's he at? Here's the fisherman.
Hey,
Oh, he's done with us.
Have a good one.
Blade trader, chief engineer. Is he in the inn or is he like doing his own thing? We got leatherworking supplies. You would think a skinning trainer might be close to that. Up in the leather boot shop. Okay. That's the blacksmith's place. He was probably in the building where I got the quest. Cloth and armor. Here's more leatherworking supplies. Nobody upstairs. Maybe he's next door. Yeah, we've seen 2 leatherworking supplies vendors, but we haven't seen a skinning trainer near either of them. So, yeah. And the other weird thing is, like, it's not showing up on my minimap tracking through Leatrix. And Leatrix is pretty good about marking stuff when I ask it to. I'm not going to worry about it for now. I might have to look up an exact location. But for now, I want to start my run. The boat's back. Do I just get on the boat and fly to Ground Goal? Maybe. Perhaps. Well, let's just make the run. Oh no, we aggroed a level 41 gorilla. Luckily he can't catch us. It's really nice that we can skin in Ghost Wolf. That's amazing. Ilpo, thank you so much for the super chat and the message. I really appreciate that. Thanks for being here. We could try to go off-road and take like a straight shot. I wonder how not safe that would be. I mean, if we get killed, so be it. I think we can shave some time off this. Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely die. Well, then again, yeah, if they're gonna daze us, then we might get dragged down and murdered. Let's just see if we can avoid some of them. That was running right into that one. That's great. Just don't daze me. Just don't daze me. Oh no. Oh dear God. Don't daze me, bro. I don't know if this was worth it. In Classic WoW, there are no shortcuts. Oh no, I'm so close. No. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Oh my god. Okay, let's heal up. That's so bad. I would never have done that on hardcore. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, how many weeks has it been since I played Classic? It's been like 3 weeks. I don't know. It's been a little while. So I think we all know what's wrong with me. Within the road lies safety. We have to stay on the roads. It's a timeless lesson in the sense that we will learn it painfully time and time again. Oh, Stoneclaw. Yeah, Stoneclaw might have been more useful than the slowing totem, perhaps. Yep. That's a good call. I think there's a chance, right? If I'd have dropped Stoneclaw when I dropped the slowing totem, there's a chance that I might have lived. We were pretty close to the town. In like 8 more seconds, the guards would have come and helped me if I was still being attacked. John Rex, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here today. See, if I had stuck to the road, we'd be there already. I tried to take a shortcut and I made it much, much longer. And you know, it's a really painful lesson because I lost my world buff. We had just got that amazing world buff. And like I remember one of the last times we played Classic, I tried to like think about the fact that when I have a world buff, I have to play like I'm on hardcore. Because losing that world buff is really impactful. And you know, and then I didn't play Classic again for like 4 weeks, and here we are losing our world buff because I'm silly and sometimes do silly things. There's really nothing here that we want to pick up, but I am going to set my Hearthstone here. I feel like that's probably good. It gives us easy access back to Orgrimmar or Undercity, so we can get to either continent really easily. And right now the Hearthstone is sitting Crossroads, which is not that useful at all. So let's do that, and then let's grab the flight points. We should also, you know, maybe think about taking a look at our inventory, seeing if there's anything we can do to help this out. Oh, this is a bind when equipped wand. I definitely want to hang on to that for an alt. Light feathers, I don't think I need. Shiny fish scales, I do need. Fish oil, I need. The rock scale cod, I don't think we're using. We are eating some of the sage fish that we've cooked for the mana per 5. The rainbow fin albacore I don't need. The mackerels I don't have a recipe for. Vulture meat I don't think I need. Agility Spirit Soulbound gear I can trash. Two-handed polearm with agility. Yeah, we don't need that. Sharp claw, a white dagger, a heart, some mystery meat. Heavy hide I might need for cooking. Mutton chops I don't need. Wild hog shank can go. And the sword can go. I think that's really all we can do. Leatherworking was only at 129. Ooh. I can't remember. Did I give up on leatherworking? Or just have we just not trained it in a while? Because, yeah, we just don't have a lot going on with that. Okay. I think we're good to at least head out, though. Oh, that's right, the light feather sell okay. Sometimes they do. On some servers they don't. And I can't remember if this was one where they sold or not. Ooh, that music is loud. Yeah, I'll have to... I don't remember what the auction house was like at all on this realm. On Horde side especially. Alright, I'm gonna take us like back to the road, I think. We're gonna try to get to the road. And then we'll take the road up to the hunting camp, and the further north we go, the safer we'll get. Piotr, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here today. Did I take the flight point? Doubtful. I talked about taking the flight point, which means I probably didn't. I set my Hearthstone there though, so whenever we need to hearth back, I'll try to remember to grab it. The only place we'll really be flying from there is going to be Booty Bay. Yeah, I didn't quite make it to the road, did I?
You got my attention. Safe travels.
Great to meet you. Safe travels. Keep your feet on the ground. See you soon.
We're gonna run out of quest log space, I think. We're at 19. I guess we're good for now. But yeah, we're close. Dum 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 dum, don't mind me. Here we go. Yoink. Alright, let's fight something and push buttons for the first time in 34 minutes. And yoink. That was a nice crit to open things up with. I like that. And we have to keep our eyes open for schools of fish. The little swirly tide pools. Because we will be doing fishing here. Tiger meat for cooking? I don't have a tiger meat recipe. We'd have to figure out where to get that. Guitar Junkie, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. In Gromgol, we can look. We'll check some of the vendors and see if we can find one. I think I was opening with 1 or 2 lightning bolts. And then a flame shock. And then I think most of the time we were just auto-attacking them down after that. That seems like it works pretty well. Maybe like even an earth shock at the end. I don't know if that's worth it. So with that, we don't quite get down to half mana. I guess it'll depend on the regen rate. Is Nessingwary a neutral spot? Yes. Both Horde and Alliance do the same quest for Nessingwary's camp. Horde has it much better in Stranglethorn though, because the Horde gets 2 flight points and the Alliance only gets Booty Bay. And the closest thing to Northern Stranglethorn for the Alliance is up in Duskwood. It makes Stranglethorn quite a pain on the Alliance side. Karen, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Agent Dad, welcome. I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. When is it time for some hardcore? Whenever I get the itch. And I'm sure it will happen. But I can't say when. Soon. Capital S. TM. Soon. Is this Shaman what I'll be taking into TBC? I have no idea. TBC is quite a ways off. This will be my Horde character that's level cap that can help support the Blood Elf Paladin that I'm going to level up. Because I'm certainly going to have a Blood Elf Paladin. As for which character is going to walk through the Dark Portal first, I don't know. It's too far away to really even worry about. Spring of 2026. What's the speed on the axe? The speed on the axe is 3.3. We are using a slow weapon, and that's why we are using Rock Biter instead of Wind Fury weapon enchant. Speaking of weapon enchant, we're not hitting hard right now because I don't have a weapon enchant up. True story. And then also something to keep in mind is that these guys are yellow. So, you know, they're gonna parry more, we're gonna miss more often. A lot of times we try to fight green enemies in Classic, but these guys are yellow, so I think if we hit 33, then level 30 might be green. But not right now. You think you saw some Crocs? We can go check. We only need 2 of the items, but they don't drop very often. I think they can spawn a little ways down here. But then they turn into the Elder Croc. Here we go, here's one. Nice. Marlena, thanks for being here today. It always feels good to come back to Classic. Definitely. We are out of mana. Don't tell me I'm walking around without drinks. Okay, I have 4 sweet nectars. So basically I'm walking around without drinks. And we don't have food either. So note to self, next time we're in town we need to pick up some water. Level 25. And some food. A jungle expansion? Battle for Azeroth had a lot of jungles on the Horde side. You had Zandalar and a couple of other like jungle-esque areas. I think BFA might be as close as it gets. And then there have been lots of jungle zones. But Blizzard, when they do an expansion, they always do like vastly different styles of zones. And they try to kind of portray, like, even portraying, like, multiple seasons throughout the zones. Alright, that's it for Crocs for now, it looks like. Let's see, we got tigers popping back up. What skill is my skinning? We're capped at 225 right now. We thought there was supposed to be a skinning trainer in Booty Bay, but we couldn't find him. And the icon wasn't even showing for there to be a trainer there through Leatrix, so I don't know if there actually is one. Or where we need to go to get past 225. That is all the tigers that we need. I think we'll go after the panthers next. Ooh, we have some floating debris over here. We're gonna go fish at this. I'm hoping we can fish here. I'm assuming we're good. Let's see. Fishing is at 134 plus 5 is some number higher than 134. Let's see. Yes, we can. Perfect. My fish got away, chat. Is this going to be that kind of situation where, like, I have the skill to cast the line here, but I don't have enough skill to actually catch anything? Sometimes that happens. You fall into this unfortunate gray area where, like, you can fish there, sure, but you're never going to catch a fish. Because your skill's not actually high enough to catch a fish. So they all get away. Sometimes you can boost that with a bobble. Or, like, a better fishing rod. But yeah, I don't have any bobbles on me. Gosh dang it. Oh, I left town without a bobble. Man, now we're at this. We can't even... We're not going to catch anything here. Yeah, it's going to keep getting away. Okay. So... we need to get back to Booty Bay, like, pretty soon. Because I absolutely have to be able to fish here.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy if I can't fish. I wonder if I can fish just into the regular water, if I can even get any skill ups here, or if we are SOL unless I get like a bobber or some night crawlers. Artisan skinning is at Camp Mohage. Oh, in Feralus. Okay, well that explains why we can't find him in Booty Bay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fish at the river water either. This is really, really sad. Whenever our Hearthstone is up, we're going to go back to the base camp and then fly back to Booty Bay. Because yeah, this is an unacceptable situation, and I won't stand for it for very much longer. Let's go after the Panthers, and we'll just try to ignore the water right now. All the fish we could be catching. I am getting the feeling there are lots of other players around right now. Have we been seeing lots of players, or is it just me? Jesper, thanks for being here and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. We don't really want two of them. I'm gonna pop my Stoneclaw Totem. Just gonna grab the aggro off one of them. Let's back this guy up. That way when he kills the totem he has to run a little bit to get to me. We are gonna be in pretty rough shape. Ooh, we did not need that parry. We did not need that miss. We're having a string of bad luck. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have to heal. I wish I had my Tauren Stomp on the bar. That would have been really useful. Would have been a nice little interrupt. Okay, we gotta get some damage on this guy. There we go. It's a little bit dicey. We have 2 waters left. Are 2 waters gonna last for 16 minutes? I don't really think so. No, probably not. We'll probably have to run back to Ground Goal long before our Hearthstone is up. I do have buff food that gives me mana, yes. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, it restores mana when you eat it, and it gives us the 3 mana per 5 buff for 15 minutes. So that can kind of substitute for not having the water. At least until we can buy some water. Yeah, I mean, we could easily go through half of our mana every fight. Especially if I want to use Lightning Shield. Then we just absolutely tear through mana. Maybe opening up with the lightning bolts is just a waste of mana. Unless I'm trying to pull something like out or back. Maybe I should just open with the shock and start melee. Miss, resist, parry, miss. Okay, tell me more. Alright, that's all of the young panthers we need. We'll turn this in, and then we should be able to do the tigers, the regular panthers, and then the Stranglethorn raptors. All three of those in a very similar area.
Safe travels.
King's honor, friend, or the Alliance.
There we go. That's 2 out of 2 for the River Crocodile skins. That was actually pretty lucky. Well, lots of skinning opportunities, not a lot of living mobs. And then at some point we're going to have to figure out how to use all of this medium leather to actually skill up our leatherworking. Everything that I'm seeing that we have that's worth skill ups needs extra stuff. I guess we could buy a bunch of gray dye and fine thread. Wow, that's 12 leather per item. Oof. Those are some costly skill ups. You think the raptors drop long feathers? Was long feathers something we needed for leatherworking? Right here. We need 4 per craft. We'll see if they drop them. That would be a lot of farming for it to be super useful. And first we'd have to find some raptors that weren't already dead. And that appears like it's going to be the challenging part. They also drop raptor eggs, which is a recipe somewhere. Maybe Gromgol, maybe somewhere else. I don't think I can solo pull any of these other ones except maybe this guy in the back. If I can get around to his flank. Here we go. If I don't prioritize the living mobs over the skinnable mobs, then I'm probably never going to get any tags. Lars, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Very slim pickings out here today. I mean, I guess that tells us the server population must be pretty healthy. Must be lots of people leveling up if we're bottlenecking on these quests. So I guess it's a good thing that we can't get these done efficiently. Yes, we'll look at it like that. It's a good thing. I wonder if selling my leather on the auction house would be more valuable than trying to do leather working with it. Because I guess what I really need is money. Money is what I need. Lots and lots of gold. One second, chat. Alright, we're back. CNET, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here today. Did I see what Blizz is changing in MOP? No, I haven't really looked at any news today. They're taking the 10% bonus XP you get from guild up to 65% bonus XP. That's like giving everybody who's in a guild the JJ buff, right? Because the JJ buff would be like 50% normally. So if you're in a guild that has it unlocked, you're basically getting the JJ on top of the boost. Only from 85 to 90 though. Oh. Well, that's where we need it. Yeah, that's perfect. From 65% from 85 to 90 would make the 85 to 90 experience, you know, more bearable. I feel like they should probably just make it from, it should probably be from 80 to 90. Like, that's how I would have done it, because the 80 to 85 stuff, well, I guess with MOP they did kind of nerf 80 to 85 leveling a little bit already. But that's cool. Yeah, that's when it needs it. When I think about a character, like when I think about the MOP characters I have going, I always dread the thought of like them getting to 85. Like, oh yay. Like one day this character's gonna be 85 and then I'm gonna be miserable for 5 levels, which is gonna take 15 hours. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great news. It'll be exciting to eventually get the druid there and see like what a difference that is compared to what I felt like leveling up the paladin. They're making armor vendor updates, not needing valor points, letting you use justice points instead since they're easier to obtain. Oh, that's cool. Seems like a lot of good changes. I'm assuming that's in like an upcoming patch. Oh, that's cool. So they're just making it easier to get gear so people can try different things. That's neat. That's a good design intention. Nice. They need to put in a harder level of celestial dungeons. We need celestial dungeons +1. They're doing that? They're gonna have harder 5-mans? Nice. I was hoping they would. They did it in Cataclysm and in Wrath, so I was hoping they would just keep doing that. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm most excited for. 5-man stuff. kind of hoping they take a similar approach to Anniversary TBC that they're taking to MoP, and like being willing to make changes, being willing to do new and different things. I think that would make it really interesting. Wow, we hit level 33. What were we doing? It looks like we were going into elemental weapons, increasing the melee attack power bonus of Rockbiter weapon by 17%, and Wind Fury weapon effect by 13. Maybe once we get all 3 points in this, it might be worth giving Wind Fury weapon another chance, once this is maxed out. But I think for now we just keep using Rockbiter. Thanks, guys. Whitney, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Well, there we go. That's progress. That's 10 out of 10 for the Panthers. We need a few more Raptors, and then I think we still need a bunch of Tigers. Yeah, we still need a ton of Tigers. CNET, that's not your fault, man. That is not your fault. Sometimes that's just how it is. And I think especially because it was a holiday weekend. Did I hear about Turtle WoW? Yeah, I did. I did hear about it. Yeah, how Blizzard are suing them. Yep. I knew it would happen eventually. It feels like they're gonna try to clear out some of the big private servers before they talk about Classic Plus or anything like that. It could be that. It's possible. Karen, have a good rest of your evening. Take care. We'll see you next time. Those two spawned right on top of us. Well, that was worrisome. Alright, so we are just looking for tigers now. We have 3 out of 10. CNET, that's, I mean, it shouldn't be funny. No, you know what? It is kind of funny to me. Just because of how many times I've had to explain to people that you can't stream on private servers. So it is kind of funny to me. And what a stupid thing to do, especially if you're trying to do the grind. Like, you're putting in 13 hours a day like an insane person to do the grind. Not a safe thing to do. Yeah, and it's just like, it's always crazy to me when people pop in like, is this a private server? Is this Warmain? Like, don't you understand, like, you can't just stream on a private server, that it's not legal? It's like people, for some reason, they don't get it. But I thought that most people who actually run a stream, I thought those people will get it. But apparently, some of them have to learn the hard way. It's a tough lesson to learn. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty silly to do something that's not legal and then complain about it when you get in trouble. It's like, you're breaking established rules, you got caught, and then there was a consequence. At this point, like, what grounds do you have to protest? people don't like to experience the consequences of their actions. It's that, but it's also that people don't really understand, like, you get to make choices and do things. You don't get to choose what the consequences are going to be. Like, you're free to make choices and you're free to do stuff, but every choice that you make and everything that you do is going to have some kind of consequence, and you don't really get to control the consequence. Yeah, and it's funny, people would always say, their rebuttal to me saying that it would be illegal to stream it because it's illegal to play it, the rebuttal would always be, well, Blizzard hasn't done anything, so they must be okay with it. Well, Blizzard hasn't done anything yet, but they're not okay with it because you're leaving out the yet. Blizzard hasn't done anything yet. And now they have. I'm sure that by the time Blizz has a real Classic Plus, they want to be the only Classic Plus that is out there for offer. They want to be the only option for people that want Classic but want a different Classic experience by the time that they... I guess it looks like they wanted before they even announce like a Classic Plus or anything about it. Just get all the private servers shut down and then you announce Classic Plus. Peter, we kill tigers, panthers, raptors over and over again. It isn't boring, but the same thing in MoP drives you crazy. For me, the reason why I enjoy killing stuff repetitively in Classic, and I don't enjoy killing lots of things repetitively in Mist of Pandaria, or really like any other open world in WoW, is because in Classic you're getting a chunk of XP that matters, and you're often getting materials or loot that matters. Because in Vanilla, most of your overall experience is going to come from kills. So fighting stuff repetitively innately feels better because I know I'm being rewarded with something useful. Like, I'm going to get a decent chunk of XP per kill. I'm going to get materials I can use for crafting. I'm going to get stuff I can vendor for meaningful coins. And in MoP it's not like that. Which is why later versions of the game, they don't ask you to go kill like 20 things or 15 things. They're like, go kill 5 things. Because they know you don't really want to be doing it. One of the worst things to do with an RPG is to like minimize the value of kill experience. If you want to kill like an open world immersive game, like just minimize the combat experience down to basically nothing. And people will not want to spend time in the open world. Like, make the loot and materials off of open world mobs basically valueless, and people will not want to spend time in the open world. No matter what you do with the open world after that, or no matter how beautiful it is, people are not going to enjoy spending as much time there. And then when they're killing mobs, getting a significant reward, whether that's experience, gold, items, it has to be something though. And yeah, weapon buff is gone. Alright, these guys are Elder. We don't need Elder. We need 2 more regular old Stranglethorn Tigers. Alright, we have finally finished all 3 of those quests. Let's go turn these ones in. And then we're going to hearth back to Gromgol. We need to buy water. We need to buy food. We probably have to vendor. We have a quest to turn in down in Booty Bay. And I think we have to... Oh, we have to buy a bauble. So that we can fish here and actually, like, catch fish. And I'll probably store some of the leather in my bank. If I have bank space.
Well met. Be careful.
Well met. Safe travels.
What's on your mind?
What are you looking for?
I have like a million quest items because we have a full quest log and more than half of the quests have an item associated with them. It's not great for the old inventory. I have things I could hang on to cook, but like I can't hang on to all this stuff. There is no way that I can do it.
Straight.
Combat in Classic is more difficult. I agree that you have to be more aware of your surroundings in Classic, and that it's easier to get in trouble. Combat is not more difficult. Combat is even simpler than it is in some other versions of the game in Classic, because a lot of what classes do is auto attack. Like with the fact that a lot of classes have either a very simple ability rotation or they're relying mainly on auto attack. You're in more danger while you're questing and soloing out in the world, that's true. But not because combat is more difficult. It's just that, you know, your power relative to the mobs is different. But it doesn't mean combat is difficult. Combat is inherently very easy. As long as you're choosing targets correctly. And you're aware of your surroundings. But I feel like that's an important distinction. Maybe we have to go to Hillsbrad Foothills next. We have a couple quests we can pick up. And then we have Elixir of Agony we can do. This one here is an elite quest. Maybe if we see somebody looking for group for that. Otherwise, there's a couple we can pick up in the foothills. And then we can do this one. Other than that, like, I really don't want to try to push the ones in Stranglethorn. Well, I mean, we have a level 35 over in the Shimmering Flats. 2 level 35s that we were kind of working on. We might be able to finish those up. Even though they're a bit of a higher level. I think I want to do Hillsbrad first, just because of the level. Where is this breadcrumb turn-in? I'd like to turn this one in and get it out of my log. Oh, it's out on the deck. Okay.
Well met, traveler. There's opportunity to be had here if you're clever enough.
Alright, let's fly back to Gromgull. We'll take the Zeppelin to Undercity, and then we'll fly down to Hillsbrad Foothills. Traveling around the world on the Horde side is always much more convenient than traveling on the Alliance side. It's one of the joys of playing Horde. Dante, have a great rest of your day. Take care, we'll see you next time.
What's up? Keep it real.
I need to grab a strong Troll's Blood potion off the auction house for the Elixir of Agony quest. We'll do that in Undercity before we jump on the flight point. Let's see if we have bank space. Yeah, I mean, it feels like we do. I am gonna pop all these mats into the bank. My bank is now full. Okay, we didn't have as much space as I thought. Perfect. Well then, what could we do? We need to learn Silk Bandage. But I'm actually not sure where we learn that on the Horde side. Maybe out in Hammerfall? That's one thing we could do, then we could actually use all that silk. Let's go buy the Strong Troll's Blood Potion. No items listed. Okay, maybe capitalization matters. There we go. Maybe I can buy some more bank slots. Maybe that's my solution. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That's better. And let's put the wand away. I think that's good. Turtle meat, I don't think I need anymore. Okay. That will work for now. Alright, I'm gonna AFK in flight really fast. We need a specific skinning trainer to get us past 225. In Classic Era, to get past 225, you gotta find like a special trainer. I guess ours is in Feralus, which we won't be in Feralus for a while.
This had better be good. Watch your back.
Alright, we are 20 out of 20. That's not going to work. I'm going to drop the other kill quest back in Stranglethorn that we're not going to do for a while. So we'll drop the orange one, we'll drop the red one. We'll keep the tiger one to remind us that we have to go back. But we're going to need a little bit of quest log space. Is there anything else here I want to grab? Halcular's Revenge. We could probably work on that. Let's grab it for now. And then I think we'll start with turtles.
What now?
Now we should also be able to fish here. We should have the skill to fish anywhere in this zone. Looks like we do have some competition for the turtles. Tauren Warrior. Great combo. My fish got away. Oh, that's gross. I was pretty sure we could fish here without a problem, but I guess I was completely wrong. I guess we're still gonna have problems. I still haven't bought a bobber or night crawlers or anything. You remember fighting for mobs here? It seems like there's competition even today. We had a warrior on this side. We've got 2 druids on that side killing them. It looks like it's going to be hard to get tags. But at least we can fish. Dustin, good afternoon and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Do I ever take part? Did I ever take part in the Booty Bay fishing contest? No, I never have. I've never done any of the fishing events. But I wasn't really a true WoW fisher till recently. Something that's grown in importance to me over time. People do the contest super fast. You arrive at the fishing area, then the contest winner's announced. That's what happened to me. I'd be like, today we're gonna do the fishing contest, and then we'd land, and then the winner would be announced. I guess you gotta get there super early. You gotta wait there overnight. Of course, now they're all coming back. There's the warrior, there's the 2 druids. We have 7 out of 10. So it's something that we started with quite a few. We must have farmed them here, or maybe we were farming them somewhere else for a little bit. One of the last times we played. That's 8. There we go. That is 10 out of 10. And then we have to buy some soothing spice from the trade goods vendor.
Speak quickly. Our time will come. Beware the living.
Alright, I think next we have to go after the Murlocs and the Naga items. So we gotta take the river all the way down, and we have to avoid getting killed by the South Shore guards. feel like there's a bunch of Naga that are usually here that are probably gonna respawn soonish. But in the meantime, we fish. Pretty sure the Firefin snappers sell well on this server. We might be able to get like a gold apiece, if I remember correctly. We have a Night Elf Hunter out here fighting these guys. How dare they cast at us while we're fishing? We're gonna fish and then we're going to kill them. I like how they couldn't interrupt the fishing cast though. We just got to stand there and keep fishing even though they were casting at us. That was cool. Well, that was pretty quick. That's 5 out of 5 for the scales. Now we need an item off the Murlocs. Again, we have to be careful that we don't aggro any of the South Shore guards. I'm pretty sure there's a guard out on the dock. I might have to stay out here. Let's do water walking. And we'll just walk, like, far wide. There we go. This seems pretty safe. Can't see a guard aggroing us way out here. I wonder if we can pull him out of there. No. Not without also pulling the Oracle. It's okay. Oh, we pulled 2 Oracles. Oh boy, this is not great. We can't run to South Shore for help like we normally would. Oh, that was really my only hope. Was to be able to outrange. Oh, look at that. We did it. We outranged their casting. Okay. That was not great, but we lived. Is it a full moon or a planet of some sort? Yeah, Azeroth has 2 moons. That is the smaller one. The bigger one might have already set, or it might be back behind the trees. 2 moons. Well, that is our last water because for whatever reason today, I just can't remember to buy water. It's been a long time since I've needed to. Nope, we pulled 2 of them there. We cannot take 2 oracles because they will start to cross heal. We definitely need to drop those. Not sure that we successfully dropped them. Okay, we did. Barely. We almost aggroed a bunch more. Alright, we need 1 more Murloc Eye. There we go. We are done. Let's get ourselves back to Tauren Mill. I'm pretty sure the keg is in the same area as this battle for Hillsbrad. It's not marked as an elite quest, but yeah, I think it's in an elite area. Prison break-in, I think that happens north of Dalaran. Yeah, north of Dalaran. I don't think I'm ready for that one yet. I think we could definitely go take on some of the Yeti, see if maybe we can get Helcular's Rod to drop. Let's go do that for a bit, see if we get lucky with it. Oh, you know what? Let's buy water. Oh my god, I can't leave town again without water. It's getting embarrassing.
Speak quickly. Victory for Sylvanus.
If the turtles were farmed out, it's very likely we'll have a lot of competition for Yetis too. But they tend to respawn very fast. Can I not learn the turtle recipe? Not until like 175. Yeah, 175. We are at 130. Our cooking's not doing great on this character. Not in relation to our character level. Wow. We got really, really lucky with that drop. It never drops that fast. That's crazy. The Boulder Fist Ogres are actually over in Arathi. Oh, okay. It's kind of a bummer that it drops so quickly because usually you grind there for a bit. We are missing out on potentially tons of kill XP. by not doing the one. I'm kind of tempted to, you know, I might just grind on them for a little bit. Honestly, because they're really good for this level. We can skin them, and yeah, typically you don't get that item to drop so quickly. And it's not like the quest turn in itself is worth a ton of XP. So yeah, let's grind here for a bit if there's going to be mobs respawning. We are the slayer of wiggly-toed beasts. We put them down for the good of all. Yeah, we have War Stomp. Somewhere. It's not on the bar right now. But we have it. There we go. Blue in the chest? There's no blue. I don't think a low-level chest can have blues. They can have greens. The only place I've ever pulled a blue out of a chest was Western Plaguelands. Pretty sure it was Western Plaguelands on a mage. And that might have been... well, that might have been one of two times. We might have pulled a blue out of a chest in a dungeon once. Can't remember what version of the game that was in. How about TBC anniversary? How about it? I am eagerly waiting for it. But we still have a long wait ahead of us. Yep, I am currently in what's known as the TBC waiting room, aka Vanilla Anniversary Realms. Or midnight. It's not going to be an either or for me. I'm going to play both of those. And I'm probably going to really enjoy both of those in completely different ways for completely different reasons. Well, I need TBC to get my professions to max level. Each expansion has a different cap for professions, so we can cap out our professions in vanilla, and then when TBC comes out, we'll have a new trainer, and we'll be able to further the professions. In vanilla, they cap at 300. I'm not sure what the cap is in TBC. I think it's 375, maybe 425. You wish Blizz hadn't decided to delay opening up TBC? Yeah, me too. I was actually hoping that they were going to launch the anniversary servers as TBC. I had just completed a level 60 paladin on the regular vanilla realms right when they announced anniversary. So we had just done like a 250 hour 1 to 60 playthrough. And then they were like, anniversary realm, fresh start. And I was like, please be TBC, please be TBC, please be TBC, starting in vanilla. Oh, it was like, it was a good day, but a sad day. Because I was well and ready for TBC when they made the announcement. And so for it to not launch as TBC and then to have to wait from winter into spring was kind of a disappointment. I didn't feel like anybody needed a vanilla fresh start again. Especially with all the hardcore fresh start that we had had. Like, I didn't think we really needed another vanilla era fresh start. I thought that starting it in TBC would have been great. Is there a Horde base camp in Arathi that sells the book? Which book? The book, maybe the book for first aid? First aid, maybe. Alliance has to go into Stromgard for the book for first aid. I don't know if the Horde have to do the same thing. Probably wouldn't be the same vendor. Yeah, Hammerfall. I know you do the quest out there. At some point, there's a first aid triage quest out there. I'm not sure if that's also where we buy the book to expand the skill. We'll find out eventually. So we'll be heading there on this character pretty soon. Alliance have a triage quest too, but I think it's to get from 225 to 300. And then for 150 to 225, they just purchase a book. So I'm assuming the Horde will be set up the same way. That we'll buy the book for 150 to 225, and then we'll have to do the quest at 225 to open up 300. Alright, I feel like we have murdered a sufficient number of Yeti. More along the lines of what I would expect when doing the Helcular Rod quest. So let's go back and we will turn this one in. Yeah, I don't know where we get the cooking upgrade book either. I know for Alliance it's at the one of the outposts in Ashenvale, Silverwing Refuge. Maybe it's at Splinter Tree Post for Horde. I don't know. Seems unlikely. I know I can buy them both on the auction house. Probably for like 1 or 2 golds, I can get them on the auction house, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. I usually end up doing that for fishing and cooking, just buying the books on the auction house for 150 to 225. And yeah, we pretty much need both of those right now. And then, but for first aid, we're gonna have to figure out if that's at Hammerfall or somewhere else. Alright, with that one done, guys, I am unfortunately out of time for today, so I am going to park it here at the inn. My schedule for this week is going to be a little bit wonky, so sorry for the short stream today. Might have a more normal stream tomorrow, but expect for this week the schedule might be a little bit off. My son has gone back to school this week, and last year he was school at home, and this year he is going in person to a new school, so we're getting used to that schedule, etc., etc. But yeah, thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it and all the support. Have a great rest of your afternoon or evening time, and until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.